Torg and Elliott.
Well, we've had director, investigative reporter, author, does it all, Ian Halperin on throughout the years. He is a creative person, really great journalist, and he's got a new movie coming out. This looks great. Don't F with Pablo, and he's on with us now. Ian, what's up, my friend?
Hello, Ian. Good morning.
Buenos dias, Scott. Buenos dias, Jerry. ¿Cómo estás?
I saw you on the schedule, and I thought, is there Getty news that I missed? Or Axl Rose have a new book out? What's going on? But no, you made a film.
Yeah, I had to go back to comedy, which was how I really started in this business. And during the pandemic, I thought the world was just collapsing. So just to make people laugh again. The movie's called Don't F with Pablo. I actually filmed it in Medellin, Colombia.
You actually went down there to film?
Yeah.
Ooh, you're a brave man.
Yeah, actually, some people don't make it back. A lot of people, unfortunately, come back in body bags. But, it's about Pablo Escobar's illegitimate Jewish son, Pablito, and he treks to Medellin, Colombia to trace his ancestral roots. He starts the kosher cartel. Have you seen the trailer?
Yes,
kosher
I've seen the trailer. Is that you? Is the illegitimate son?
Yes, tranquilo. It's Pablito. Nuevo patron de Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, that is great.
What a great premise.
So tell us about filming there. Do you have to get permits? And I also understand Pablo's real-life brother's in the movie.
Yeah, Roberto Escobar, who did 10 years in jail, he ran the finances for Pablo. He makes a cameo in there. And look, we had a lot of real actors in there and some not so real, some real characters who essentially played themselves as cartel thugs in there. But the city is beautiful. It's a gorgeous city. It's mountainous. It's in a valley. The weather, it's the city of eternal spring. But we filmed with an award-winning Colombian crew, a local crew. So when we filmed in the ghettos and the barrios, we didn't have too many problems because, these guys looked like they were from the hood themselves.
Sure.
But, yeah, really kind people. The movie's really funny. That's, you're going to laugh for 104 minutes. It has good premises, good jokes about Colombia. Look, the Latino culture right now is on fire. Hollywood's dead. But when you look at rock stars, music stars like Karol G, Shakira, Maluma, they're like the Hollywood stars today. They have
Bad Bunny.
Millions, and Bad Bunny, of course. Bad Bunny's massive. So these people are the new stars. Karol G and Shakira set Spotify download records last year. They're bigger than any of the American acts. Like in the Guinness Book of World Records, Shakira is now. I think she got 9 Guinness Book of World Records for downloads. A lot of people think Shakira's disappeared, but she's bigger and stronger than ever. But all her music that she's released in the last few years has been in Spanish.
So the movie Don't F with Pablo, Ian Halperin's with us, New York Times best-selling author. So how did this come about from the standpoint of you're going to Colombia to film this, you're using actual real cartel members mixed with actors. I mean, who did you approach to get this, even get the ball rolling to get there? Because I would assume that, didn't you fear that the cartel would think you're mocking them?
Yeah, look, satire is fair game. And I explained this to former members of the cartel because before I shot, I really went there to learn the culture and to really go to all the scary places there just to get a feel of the place and what it's about. But I said, look, man, this is satire. Satire is fair game. It's like when Alec Baldwin does Trump on SNL. He's not getting, people aren't trying to blow off his head after. And I explained to them that, it's going to make Colombia look good. I mean, Colombia is beautiful. So you see a lot of beautiful scenery. And I just said, look, man, it's all laughs and giggles and buddy chill. And we're not denigrating the cartel or anything. Even, look, these people are master business people. But, as I say in the movie, unfortunately, they've killed so many innocent people. It's no holds barred, but we got in there.
Sure.
And people were very amenable. We went through a lot of hoops there, But the major thing is, and I worked with the top ABC producer, Gerald Wagshall. He's won multiple Emmys. He was the senior producer at ABC TV for years, and he was there the whole way. So we accomplished what we set to do, is to make everybody laugh, guys. And Torg Elliott, tranquilo. If you don't give the movie a good review, you might not make it home today.
The movie is Don't
great.
F with Pablo, so I got to ask you, given you were spending time in Colombia, is Pablo Escobar today still revered, or is he like a long ago fictional icon type guy?
You know, incredibly, he's bigger than ever.
Bigger than
not
ever.
Only there, but in the States, all the tourists. You know, Medellin was voted incredibly last year by Forbes as the third best city in the world to live in. And Time Out magazine voted it the number one city to live in. It's changed a lot. But everywhere you go there, you see Pablo T-shirts, Pablo memorabilia.
They market him like Elvis.
Yeah, it's like Elvis. There's two Pablo Escobar museums in Medellin. It's incredible. And one of the museums, if you go there, they let you try on his clothes, his hats. You could sit in his old cars. So, look, the guy was ranked at one time number 7 on Forbes. And he was obviously a very powerful, influential thug. You know, that's what he essentially was. And but it seems the Americans are more infatuated. They go there on these Pablo Escobar tours, and they visit all his old houses, all his properties that he owned, and his farm with the hippos. You've heard about those hippos, you know. So it's quite a legendary story, the legacy of Pablo Escobar, and it's mixed.
Like Al Capone,
Yeah,
or anything
exactly.
like that. Yeah, right.
Exactly. But a lot of people there revere him because he actually did give back to the poor. He built a lot of these barrios into legitimate communities and gave money to the poor. So if you go to the hood there, and believe me, the hood there, it's like the Bronx is Club Med compared to the hood there. I've been to the hood there, and it is dangerous, man.
Wow.
So, you know, people just revere him. And but it's mixed. You know, then you have a lot of local Colombians there who just want to forget that whole era and move forward and never mention him. So the legacy obviously is powerful, but, you know, this movie just makes fun of it all. It's available on TGI123.com, TGI123.com. And, you know, I didn't price this like Amazon movies, and most of my previous films are on Amazon. Amazon charges like $20 for a movie now. It's $8.99 for a buy, $5.99 for a rental. So it's very affordable. And I guarantee, Tudo, you're going to riendo mucho bromas, a lot of jokes and a lot of laughs.
Yeah, so director and actor of Don't F with Pablo, Ian Halperin's with us. So, Ian, tell me, so when you're filming this movie and a comedy, so are you being director and actor? How much is ad lib in the movie? How much is script?
Yeah, it's a good question, actually. You know, a lot of it, most of it was script. But then again, you know, when I go out into the streets as Pablito and interact with people, it's ad lib. So I'd say it's about 70-30.
Did people believe you were actually the illegitimate Jewish brother?
Yeah, incredibly, yes. I mean, you know, I think that's why I got to call it a career at this point, because, you know, if people could believe that, you know, they could believe I'm Torg's twin brother. I mean, you know,
well,
it all makes no sense, but yes, they did believe it. And the movie's flying in Colombia. They're obsessed with it. It was just released this week, and it's become already a cult classic.
TGI123.com, by the way, to get the movie.
And I'm looking, Ian, at an article in the Mirror. And so that's you behind the wheel of the boat with the two prostitutes?
Yeah, what's the deal with the prostitutes? You had to use real prostitutes?
Is that true?
What happened was a member of the cartel, or a former member of the cartel, approached us because people noticed us filming everywhere in Medellin. And they said, look, a lot of these girls, unfortunately, and it's sad, there is a huge sex trade industry there, sex tourism. And a lot of these girls have just, you know, they have kids, they're forced to sell their bodies. He said, if you put them in as real actors, I guarantee you they'll be just as good as any of the actors you cast. And we cast many local Colombian actors who were great. And we guarantee you full protection in the city while filming. I said, sign me up, and if I could give these girls a chance to do something legitimate in their lives and to feel good.
Yeah.
And you know what? We used several of them. They were better than the real actors, man.
Nice.
They actually delivered on camera stellar performances, and it was incredible. Even, the producer, Gerald Waxhaw from ABC TV, he couldn't believe it. He actually thought they were better than the
Oh, that's
real
great.
actors.
That is
great.
Hey,
What a story.
hey, tell us about didn't you challenge Trump to a tennis match?
Yeah, I did, actually. Look, the guy is, he had he's got to come up with $355 million. And this wealthy real estate tycoon in New York told me, you know what, challenge him to a tennis match. If he beats you, I'll put up the money. The guy's a multi-billionaire, this real estate tycoon. So I said, okay, I'll challenge him to a tennis match. And I did hear back from somebody in his camp who said he plays tennis. He might be interested. So I'm still waiting to hear back to confirm that. Who do you think will win, guys?
I'm going with you because golf him, tennis you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he'd have to really get in shape to move on the court. Apparently he can hit, but I'm not
But
sure.
he can't
his
move.
movement.
Yes,
right.
And in golf, he's got a great foot wedge, I hear.
Yeah, but, it looks like he's eaten too many of those Colombian arepas. Trump.
Yes.
And
Well,
he'd have to really trim down to play me.
Well, count me in, TGI123.com. I'm getting the movie for sure. I'm going to buy it. Thanks so much, Ian. You're great,
Thank you,
man.
buddy.
Hey, you guys are the best. Buenos dias, todo. Disfruta. Viva Colombia.